Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the Grit Culture. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Help, engage with the channel, help this channel grow. Hey, this Antonio Brown, his comments, man, had me thinking about the way that a lot of us, move about in life. How just unaware we can be. It proves again we can all do what we want to do, but there's consequences to our actions. But Antonio Brown has been just completely just unaware from the beginning. So we saw this shit coming. He's talking about why haven't I been getting some of the contracts, getting any big contracts, and hey, I'm holding out. I'm not getting surgery on my foot until I get a offer from a team. I mean, that's just next level, just stupidity. There's something wrong with the man. As I would with anybody, man, I just, I hope they get it together in life and come to some realization. But the dude is way off, man. And I like AB. I like AB as a player, man. I've always been a fan of AB, but his antics, the shit he's done, man, can't excuse it. A lot of the stuff. Some of the stuff, it is what it is. You live and die by the decisions you make. But some of the other stuff, like, hating on Juju and, just other just crazy stuff, man. It's like, man, come on. You out of pocket, G. And he may have been right about Juju, but, that was supposed to be his homie, do him like that. I don't know what type of relationship they had behind the scenes, so this is just off speculation. But of all the stuff he's done, man, and, all his antics and running off the field in the middle of the game, I don't know who was right or wrong. Like I said, everything's up to speculation. As he said, she said. But, all the stuff he does afterwards, and throwing his teammates, throwing Tom Brady under the bus after Tom Brady, supposedly looked out for you. Then on top of that, you gave Tom Brady the approval, like he was the homie. And then, basically said, nah, it was only a football relationship. But, if that's what it is, he's getting you to your bread. So, shit, a lot of relationships are mainly transactional, especially as an adult. Shit, if it can go beyond, your business and go beyond it being friend, that's just an extra. But, as far as, shit, as adults, man, we always making business moves, man. We always making business moves. So, shit, anybody who can put you in a better position to feed your family, feed yourself, provide stability, shit, man, they're an asset. They're an asset to your life. But, it's just crazy, man. It's lack of foresight, lack of self-awareness to even realize that, the stuff I'm saying, because I even saw him then when he had left and he was talking about, he'll come back if he decides. It was almost like he be in the NFL on his terms and not understanding how this works. He valued himself way too high. And because of his talent, he was able to get away with stuff for the time that he was. For the period that he was going. Because, a crappy player, he would have been gone a long time ago. But Antonio Brown, you get more chances because you have the talent. That's just in life in general. When you're better at certain things, you're going to get more leeway to make mistakes. That's life in general, whether people think it's fair or not, man. That's why you should always put your best foot forward. Always be prepared, because even in the case that you are in that case, you'll be able to fall back on certain things. You'll be able to have more opportunity to do stuff. If you don't bring value to nothing, then you're totally expendable. But, it's funny, man, because, I sat in this conversation and, people talk about, like, oh, I don't care what nobody thinks about me, and I'm gonna do what I want to do. And like Will Smith shouldn't worry about what people think about him at the Grammys. I know, yeah, I'm talking about that shit again, but it's relevant. You shouldn't worry about what people think and what the folks think, and you should be able to go up there and slap and do whatever stuff like that. Well, that's fine if you believe that. My only problem is when you do things like Antonio Brown and you ask why at the end of the day. Like, if Will Smith was to say, fuck the Grammy, well, not the Grammy, but the Oscars, whatever, same crap bullshit, and fuck, screw both those shows. Screw both those shows. It's you don't need none of that to legitimize you as a great artist or actor. Those are just their validation. But if you put value in that and you decide you want to act whatever type of way you want to act, whether it's Kanye, Will Smith, and stuff like that, and that's what you put value in, don't turn around and ask why is this happening? Why can't I get this and that? Why won't they accept me? It's just like folks in dealing with, just anything. If you are at a job, everybody talking about, I don't care, I'm going to do what I want to do, and this what I do, and you probably got people as your friends on, or jobs that can see you got your real name on Facebook, social media, and you going about saying whatever you want to say, giving your opinion and giving your take on everything, and then wondering why certain jobs or somewhere won't hire you, which they don't have to. It's all by their discretion because you want to do what you want to do. So it's free speech. We can do what we want to do, but we're not above consequence. We're not above consequence, man. So that's something that always has to be remembered in these situations, man. And how we move in our everyday life. Now, sometimes, people just aren't going to understand. There's a lot of different things that people aren't going to understand, but, just always put your best foot forward. When it comes to certain, things like certain views you may have, just, try to be, cordial, try to be understanding with people, but sometimes people just ain't going to understand you, and it is what it is. Just be willing to stand on what you stand on and be able to move forward, knowing that. If you got kids and you decide you want to, like I said, you can do whatever you want to do. Just don't hurt nobody else. Don't hurt nobody else. Don't, steal from nobody else, impose, harm to nobody else. As long as what you're doing doesn't affect the next person. But as long as it's, it's just you and only you, man, you can do whatever you want in life. Just be really ready to deal with the consequences, man. You can say, I ain't changing for nobody. I do whatever I feel, and I ain't got to please nobody. That's fine. But I'm able to make an assessment, and I'm able to choose whether I want to work with you based off your actions or whatnot. Choose you for whatever position. That's simple. I'll let y'all later.